let's see how much we can get done today. In my handy dandy basket here, I got some stainless steel spray. Oh no, that's how this video's gonna go. I got my stainless steel spray. That's my favorite kind of spray away. I actually got this at Ross for $3.49. Ross is the best place to find spray away stuff if you can find them. It's few and far in between, but when you can get them there, because this stuff surprisingly is hard to find at my Lowe's. It's almost always sold out. I got me some Downy fabric spray in the April Fresh scent. I got me some Windex. I usually prefer the spray away window cleaner, but I'm out of it, so I'm just using this $1 window cleaner. Window cleaner is window cleaner. It's just, I like the way that it looks whenever I spray it on there and it foams up. I'm an adult toddler. I gotta have stuff like that to excite me about cleaning. I'm using this Mr. Clean, the Febreze one, the multi-surface cleaner. I'm using it as my multi-surface cleaner today, diluting it with water. I got some diluted here in my spray bottle for surfaces, and then I'll dilute this with a bunch of water to mop the floors with later, so that all that snap. That way we got the same smell theme going on. Got me an extra duster here. Got me some cleaning rags. Cleaning rags. Got me some air freshener things. This is put in the bathroom. This is the scent I'm going with throughout my house today. It's Summer Moonlight by Scentsy. I really like Scentsy stuff. I bought it from my neighbor. A while back, I did a big old order because she was having like this party because like she lost her leg and stuff. And I'm so glad I did that because I had never really thought much about Scentsy. I know it's like a MLM or something like that, so I don't really mess with it. But I will say this, their wax melts do smell bomb. I don't care what anybody says. That's good wax melts. Good wax melts. This is what the basket's looking like. This is minus the bathroom products because all of my bathroom cleaning products are in my bathrooms underneath the sinks. So those will be in addition to all of this. We are starting off here in my kiddos' bathroom. Y'all have not seen this room in a while because I have not seen this room in a while, and you're going to be able to tell that. This room has been a designated area for my kiddos to keep clean. So they've been doing their zone cleaning for forever, but their zone cleaning has we've kind of mutated it. That's not a right word. I probably could have come up with a better word than that, but we have mutated our schedule, our routines, and our zone cleaning, so my kids have much larger areas of the home. Evolved is the word I was looking for, not mutated. Our zone cleaning has evolved, so my kiddos have much larger areas in the home to look after throughout the week. It does change, and we do kind of rotate between each of us, so sometimes like this week, it's my week to tackle their bathroom, and thank you Jesus it is, because I found some stuff. Now while finding this stuff, my initial reaction was to cause a scene, to be a little bit dramatic about it, but then I remember to show grace because my kids are learning as they go to clean, and I can't get upset with them for not knowing how to clean when I am a 31-year-old woman who does not know how to clean herself. So I'm going through the process of learning to clean, and while learning to clean, I'm also teaching my kids to clean. My main thing is that they try their best, and I can tell you 100% they have really tried their best when it comes to the cleaning lately. They have always been really good helpers. The issue has been me. I haven't quite known how much to give them to do, what to give them to do, and honestly, surprisingly, by the look of my house, you would not know it, but I am a perfectionist, and I don't feel like it's done well until I do it. So I've also had to let go of the reins a little bit and be okay with it not being done perfectly. Now, when I do it, it's not done perfectly either, but in my head, I fake it till I make it, and I tell myself it's perfect. So it's hard for me to let that go, but my kids are learning responsibility, and they're learning good things that will carry them throughout their adulthood, and they won't be 31 years old just now learning how to clean. So me finding stuff like I found today just proves that they're trying, they're cleaning, and I cannot be mad at that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement some new things to our zone cleaning, and that's going to be a mama checkup. So once their zone is completed for the week, I'm going to go in and do a mama checkup, just a mama sweep, and make sure everything is at least sanitary. Because here in a minute, I find something that's not quite sanitary, and I have to throw away. I had to chuck all of our hygiene stuff that was down underneath this. I really hope that's not dookie water. I really hope that's not dookie water. Okay, whew. I think it's cleaner because it's sudsing up. And it's not brown. So that's a good sign. Get your kids to clean, they say. They need to help around the house, they say. Yeah, and then you got the fear that they're standing dookie water in one of your nice containers. I had to throw away all of the mouthwash, all of the extra toothbrushes, the cups and everything. Thankfully, I do have extra toothbrushes under my sink in my bathroom, but I had to throw all of it away. I had to wash the inside and outside of this container because even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't dookie water, there was still that 0.1% that it was in fact dookie water, and I was just like, I gotta Clorox this thing. So I got the kind of cleaner that has bleach in it, and I was soaking that thing down. I had to wipe off the outside of all of my cleaning products. It was a mess. So, like I said, I about got a little bit dramatic, but then I stood back and I was like, nuh-uh, Mama can use this as a teaching moment because, you know, as a kid, if I had been handed a cleaning task like this bathroom, I would have messed it up so bad. I would have messed up so hard. It wouldn't even have been funny. It would not. I would have probably got disowned, honestly, knowing my childhood. So given the circumstances, thinking back to how I would have done as a kid, I used it as a teaching moment, and I was like, y'all, okay, listen, y'all did great. It's wonderful. I saw where you were cleaning, and it looked really, really good, but let's not store the toilet brush with the toothpaste. And it's gross, and anybody in their right mind with any bit of sense at all would not have shown this on the internet. But here I am, just airing out all of my dirty laundry. And you know what, though? It helps somebody because I know how it is whenever you give your kids a task and you're so overwhelmed, you're so overstimulated with all the things that you have to do, and you're trying to make sure that it all gets done, and you're trying to make sure you stay on task, and then something like this happens and you feel like a failure as a parent, because I did. At that moment, my anger wasn't towards my kids. I had anger towards myself because I was like, I should have taught them better by now. I should have done this. I should have done that. If I had tried harder at an earlier age, then I wouldn't just now be learning how to clean. So I wouldn't just now be teaching them how to clean. I had so much anger towards myself, and that's just me being honest with you guys. I had to stop, and I had to think, and I had to be like, you know what? Yeah, I really messed up. There are some times in my life where, y'all, I messed up so hard it wasn't even funny. But I'm fixing it now, and I'm in my fixing it era. In a fixing it era, there's going to be roadblocks, and you're going to fall, and you're going to have to get right back up again. It's all a learning curve. So I reeled in my anger, and I had a little bit of grace towards me. I had a lot of grace towards my kids, a little bit of grace towards me, and I was like, we can fix this. We don't know not to do it until we've done it and been told not to do it. Ain't no use in crying over spilt toilet water. I can't say it without cringing, but ain't no use in crying over it. I tossed it all. It took $10 to replace it all from the Dollar Tree. It wasn't a big deal. Thankfully, nobody had got under there, and they hadn't been using that mouthwash because my kids get foundered on stuff really quickly, so they had been actually using my mouthwash in my bathroom. A lot of times I have 2 kiddos in my bathroom brushing their teeth and get ready for bed, and 2 kiddos in their bathroom brushing their teeth and get ready for bed because that bathroom's so little, and we can just, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't like that saying at all. That sounds really demented. We can just, knock both those out of the park at the same time. So that was a silver lining, and that made me feel a lot better about it, and I was just grateful I gave this zone to me this week so I could go in and use these situations, these issues as a teachable moment. Hey, it could have been worse. That liquid in that box could have been from the toilet brush and not the standing poopery stuff that I found that was open. One of our pooperies, the poop smell spray stuff, it had leaked out and the lid had come loose. So the toilet brush was chilling in the poopery spray. So it could have been worse. It could have been chilling in dookie water. So I am thankful for that. I need to do caulk work in here. Let's move along. I need to do caulk work in here so bad around the bathtub. And if you guys noticed, around my sink area too, on the right part of the sink that's against the wall, I need to recaulk that so bad. I need to fix the caulking underneath the mirror frame. There's a lot of work that this bathroom needs. This bathroom, I feel like, needs a refresh every 3 to 6 months because the paint's chipping, the flooring's getting scratched up, it's peeling, the bathtub caulk is always, I need to do a really good just like touch up of areas that get forgotten in this bathroom because it is almost always looking dingy in here. And I think that's a lot or like the hard water, that kind of stuff makes it look worse. Like the hard water in the bathtub and the hard water on the toilet. The reason I don't show the inside of my toilet is because around the ring of the seat, it looks like dookie, but it's not. It's hard water. And then there's hard water on the bottom of this tub. And I don't really know how, because I think we're on city water, but we have hard water stains a lot. We have to deal a lot with hard water. So I need to get I think you guys called it a pumice stone before. You guys told me about that about a year ago, and I used it on my toilet, and it gave that thing a full-blown makeover. So I need to get one of those and use it in my bathtub and in this toilet here. I'm going to be getting one of those. I'm going to be repainting the areas in here that are really scratched up. Going to be fixing some of the flooring that's messed up. Going to get underneath the cabinet, because that greenish blue bin that you guys saw that had the cleaners and the toilet brush in it, that one was specifically for cleaners. So I don't know why some of the hygiene stuff had fell over into that. The one on the right was supposed to be for the hygiene stuff. So that I need to get a better system going on underneath there for that, because we don't want that happening again where some of the hygiene stuff gets wasted by falling over into the cleaner bin. And also I don't like how close the cleaner bin was to the hygiene bin. So I need to come up with a system for underneath the cabinet that's way better than that, so it can keep those two things separated. I'm hand washing these floors and getting them really sudsy and soapy and stuff, because I didn't have another mop head that I could switch out when it come time to mop my living room and dining room, and I don't like using the same mop head for the bathroom and those areas. So I just hand washed the floors, and since I did that, I was able to get into like the crevices and the corners really good. So that was a silver lining of that. I've been trying to find the silver linings. Just like that, the bathroom is completely done, and it's time to move on to the next area, which just so happens to be my hallway, which y'all haven't seen in a hot minute either, because I haven't been in here in a hot minute. This is a cliff. Oh, I don't want to die. I feel it. I saw my whole life. Oh, I almost died. My child. The hallway didn't need a whole lot. I didn't go in and deep clean the baseboards or anything, so that is on my to-do list for this upcoming week. While I was working on these areas, the kiddos were working on their bedrooms and were able to get those areas done. Those areas are always their zones. I just usually do go in their rooms because I learned my lesson. I do go in their rooms and do a quick mama sweep sometime within the month, and sometimes twice a month if I need to, because a lot of times we forget to get around the perimeters and stuff like that. That's an area of the house we're working on. Now the bathroom's going to definitely be added to that, so I'll just be doing a complete mama sweep of all zones at every end of the week. That way I just make sure that everything is the way it needs to be. Moving along to tackle the living room. want to mention that anytime I do a cleaning video, there's almost always, it's inevitable, there's going to be hateful comments down below. And if your house is similar to mine, if you have struggles behind closed doors that are similar to mine, like the toilet brush, I don't want you to see those comments and think badly about yourself or you as a homemaker or anything. I don't pay any attention to those comments unless there's something that is constructive in that comment that I can learn from. I don't give it much energy. I don't want you to either, because somebody struggles with something out there. If I'm the only person, then I'm the only person, but that's at least one somebody in the world that struggles with that thing. That's unlikely that there's only going to be one person in the entire world that struggles with that. So I don't want you to see anything negative down in the comments that makes you feel bad. Know that you are not alone. I put this on the internet so you don't have to. I put it on the internet knowing good and well the reactions I'm going to get, and I do that for a reason, and it's because I feel like I'm called to do it. I don't hide things. I just show you guys what it's like, and that can be hard sometimes whenever it's not so good and it's kind of gross and it's kind of yucky and it's nasty and it's not something that a normal person would tell anybody about or show anybody. But just know I do it knowing full well the consequences to doing so, and I do it for you guys in case one of you guys struggle, in case you guys have anything constructive to teach me whenever you see stuff like this. So many of you guys have taught me so many things, and it's things that you wouldn't have been able to teach me if I hadn't have showed you how bad I am at that thing. Just wanted to be sure I said that somewhere in this video, because I don't want you to ever feel bad about where you are as a homemaker, a mama, a wife, a home cleaner, whatever it is you're doing that you're not that good at and you're still learning about. I don't want you to feel bad because you're still learning, because the fact of the matter is you're learning. You've taken the initiative to learn to be better. That's all that matters. On to the dining room area. So many of you guys recommend a robot vacuum cleaner, and I want to get one so bad because the majority of my struggle with my floors is the little crumbs and the little trash and the little dog hair and stuff like that. There's always some on my floor, always. No matter how much I sweep, granted I do only sweep like once a day, but no matter how much I sweep, no matter what I do, there's always little things on the floor. So I want to get one, but I'm afraid to break it. I do have sponsor requests in my DMs and in my emails for specific robot cleaners, but I don't want to do one of those. I want to do one that you guys know about and that you guys have experience with. So if you have any recommendations on some heavy duty robot vacuum cleaners, let me know. The dining room is finished. I did not have time to move on to the kitchen, but we got the dining room done. All right, y'all, we did the daggone thing, what we could get done. I have learned that I don't have to get the whole area done. Half the area is better than no area at all. And that's what I've been putting to the test lately. And it's been helping me keep my home so clean for me. Not so clean for most people, but so clean for me, is just knowing that I don't have to complete everything right then and there. I can do half an area. So like for tonight, for example, I did half of the kitchen area. I did the dining room area because it's already way past bedtime and I didn't have time to get to the kitchen area. If I had have went with my old thought process, I wouldn't have tackled the kitchen area at all because I knew I wouldn't be able to get done with it all in time. But I've just been doing what I can do, and I've come to find out, I've learned, I've got it through my thick brain, got it through my thick skull, that half an area is better than no area. Half the effort is better than no effort at all. Actually, I put in a lot of effort. Full effort on half a thing is better than no effort on nothing. That's good. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Somebody do that. I wanted to put these names up here on the screen because I told you guys I was going to try to do this at least weekly, and thank all of our friends here. Every single one of these people have either sent me a card, sent me a letter, a really long letter, sent me a package. They sent a magazine. One of you guys subscribed me to a magazine, and I've been reading those magazines every single month, and I didn't know that magazine subscriptions were still a thing. And let me tell you, this thing is helping me with recipes and homemaking, and I'm grateful, so grateful for it. I want to give all of these people a big thank you, and I also want to give those of you who don't ever send nothing, don't even write a comment down below, don't even like the video down below, I want to give you a big old thank you for being here. You guys don't owe me a thing. I owe you guys the world, because you guys give me the most precious thing to you, which is your time. Time is love. And I used to sing that whenever I would work 16-hour shifts. I would want to get home to my kids and I would say, time is love, gotta run, love to hang over, but I got someone who waits. And I never really like thought about what that means, but time really is love. You give somebody your time, you're showing them love. And that goes for people who like give people they don't like time. Like when you give me your time and you don't like me, you're giving me one of the most precious things that you have in your entire life. Don't do that. Don't waste your time on me if you don't like me. Don't give me that gift that's been given to you to be productive and to enjoy and to spend being the happiest person and version of you that you can absolutely be. When people hate watch me, it makes me sad because I don't want to steal that time from you. I want you to spend it on things that make you happy and that bring you joy. If you like to sew, I mean, you could spend the time that you watch hating me, you could spend that time sewing and getting better at a skill, or baking that cake that you want to bake, or trying that hobby that you want to try, or just you could spend your time doing whatever you want. That time was given as a gift to you. Use it wisely. That's what I've been teaching myself. But I really wanted to just say that. I don't want you guys to ever feel like you owe me a thing. You don't owe me a letter. You don't owe me a card. You don't owe me a package. You don't even owe me a like, a subscribe, a comment. You don't owe me none of that. You don't owe me a thing. I owe you guys the world because you keep showing up in every video. I have had people, other YouTubers tell me, Marina, you have one of the most loyal communities on this platform. And I'm like, I know. I absolutely know 100%. And I'm grateful. And I don't take advantage of that. And I don't take it for granted because I realize I see other communities. And all communities are important to the creators. Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing any communities. But I've seen how other communities surround the people they're watching and that creator. And I have yet to come across a community that is as close-knit and loyal and just kind as you guys. As kind as you guys. So thank you to all those people who sent cards and letters. They made me cry. They made me laugh. They made me smile. They made my heart hurt, some of them. Because you guys don't just send me the good things. You send me like the things that bother you and the things that's happened to you in your life. And it hurts my heart that that's ever happened to you, and I can relate much more than you know. So a big thank you to those of you who have sent something physically, and a big thank you to those who have sent nothing at all. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed morning. Even not, whatever it is, wherever you're at, know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all later.